epidemic spreading. Scientists say it can change your brain. It can release dangerous chemicals like formaldehyde into your bloodstream. It can expose your lungs to acrolein, which can cause irreversible damage. It's not a parasite, not a virus, not an infection. It's vaping.
Okay, all right. What kind of meeting? Said I don't want to talk about it. Wait. Trey, what are you doing? Hey. Yes! Yes! Wait. What's going on with you? Get out! Andy! Get out of my room! Get out!
Andy! I'm not lying. I didn't say anything. If you didn't know, you didn't.
Felt like I was genuinely having a heart attack.
Like you're having a heart attack?
Like I was having a heart attack.
That's how 18-year-old Chance Amorata describes the feeling when his medical emergency began about 3 weeks ago.
I would say like my chest felt like it was collapsing and tightening up and I couldn't breathe.
Emergency room doctors told him his right lung had a hole in it and had collapsed.
I just freaked out and they said, your lung has collapsed. You have to go to surgery right now.
His Instagram videos show the tube doctors put in his chest. 2 days later, a surgeon operated to repair the hole in his lung.
Started hearing about these cases how long ago?
Oh, all within the last month.
Just a month?
Yes.
The chief medical officer of Children's Minnesota Hospitals, Dr. Emily Chapman, says her doctors have been treating 4 boys and girls ages 16 through 18 with acute lung injuries.
They don't fit anything else that we have previously worked on, understood about lung disease that's more typical in teens.
So essentially you're seeing a pattern.
A pattern that's different from what we've seen before, yes. This is throughout the entire lung. So on the chest x-ray, the whole thing looks abnormal equally throughout the entire lung.
For example, take a look at a normal lung on an x-ray and here in a cross-section view. Now take a look at that same cross-section view of a patient in Hawaii whose doctor says he has the same type of acute lung injury associated with vaping. Says her patients decline rapidly in just a week.
You're basically saying that over a week's time, their lungs are failing.
They go from healthy adolescence to really in a life-threatening situation.
CDC currently investigating 193 severe pulmonary illnesses in people who use e-cigarettes. The cases spread out over 22 states. Health officials have not identified a particular device or liquid as being associated with those cases. Among those hospitalized, 17-year-old Tristan Zofeld rushed to a Texas hospital with a blockage in his lungs. His doctors say because of vaping.
I woke up just throwing up everywhere. My heart was just pounding out of my chest, going 100 miles an hour.
In late July, he was in a medically induced coma. His parents then learning Tristan had been vaping without their knowledge since the 8th grade.
He's a very sick, otherwise healthy-looking child. And we don't see previously healthy 17-year-olds that sick that quickly.
This morning, health officials sending an urgent warning about the dangers of vaping. An Illinois resident dying of a respiratory illness. The state's Department of Public Health saying that person had recently vaped.
When there's inflammation in the lung sacs for alveoli, they don't oxygenate. When we don't get oxygen, we can't live.
You want a hit, bro? Nah, man, I'm good. Dude, it's not like cigarettes. Vaping isn't bad for you. It's definitely not true.
What are you even worried about? It's just water. Honestly, there's very little water involved. Want to know why you can see it? Because it's an aerosol, like hairspray. Some of these chemicals are found in different foods that we eat, so it can't be that bad for you. However, when heated to vaping temperatures, propylene glycol can become formaldehyde, which is a carcinogen used to preserve dead bodies.
It's okay though. This liquid is safe. Actually, studies show that 92% of all flavoring chemicals are toxic to your lungs. So, the chances are that the liquid you're taking is not safe at all.
I know vaping's good. My friends all tell me there's no proof it will hurt me, right?
Actually, vaping has been proven by recent medical research to cause damage to our brain, hearts, lungs, and even our eyes.
This pod doesn't contain nicotine. Actually, a study done by the American Journal of Health showed that 99% of e-cigarettes sold in the United States contain nicotine, the same highly addictive substance found in regular cigarettes.
But if I'm going to choose between the two, vaping is better than smoking cigarettes, right? Actually, one cartridge of vaping liquid is the equivalent to 20 cigarettes. That's like 200 bucks.
I'll just vape for a few years. I won't get addicted. Unfortunately, if you vape, it's very likely you'll get addicted. Additionally, by vaping, you are 4 times more likely to start smoking cigarettes.
I don't know, man. I really don't want to get in trouble for this.
Dude, you're fine. You're not going to get in trouble for this. Besides, there's no way your parents can find out.